Hey everybody, Scroft here, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to our Let's Farm series on the old stream farm expansion. So, episode 2, we're actually in the same in-game day. I've done a few things, but I'm actually recording this straight after the last one, so I know it's been a couple of days for you guys, but I'm recording it straight after. But I've messed about with a few things, spent a bit of money as well. You can probably tell the money's dropped down to 164k. I think it was maybe about 190 before that, but yeah, basically, I put down a fuel or petrol tank here, a medium-sized one. Couldn't find one at all on the map. So, on this kind of starting farm, I know we've got two here, but that's just because I bought a def pump, which we'll go and have a look at in a second. But yeah, I've not seen anything. I don't know if it's because I'm missing it. It's a bit of a strange one to not see a place for fuel. And there might be like a petrol station of some sort. There's one down here, a gas station. Maybe we have to drive there. But it's a weird one, it is, because usually you've got a tank on the farm. So I got that and put it there. I thought that was a good spot for it. Bought some fuel as well, which isn't cheap. We're definitely going to need it because I mentioned in the last episode about the fact that I've got a mod on, the increased fuel mod that I've actually increased. So it's like the increased fuel mod plus, basically. So we're definitely going to need it. And then I put that in because I just thought, I've never actually used that one before out of all the options you get for the AdBlue. So I thought I'd put that down. So spot on with that. Sorted out some of the equipment and layout because we're trying to figure out where I'm going to put stuff. There is a lot of storage, but yeah, I don't know if it's like made for bigger equipment. So I've tried to free up that space, thinking that we could use that for any larger equipment. And got a nice racking on the wall there that we're going to be putting IBCs on. So that's going to be for like liquid fertilizer, herbicide, anything that's in an IBC is going to go on that wall. Our workshop down here, technically we could store some stuff in here. I know I've got the Land Rover there. It's weird because I've got this room as well, which is a garage. So maybe that would be more suited for the TD5 to go there, because then we could use this for maybe a tractor of some sorts. But yeah, that's pretty much all I've done there. I have bought a tanker, so I got a tanker because I wanted to put some water in this and get the ball rolling. We decided to go with the melons. We're producing melons as it goes along, so hopefully we'll get a good amount. It's taking water anyway, so we'll find out. I've told it to store. We've done 40 litres already, but it seems like it's the best price, but we'll see what we can do with it. I've also had to put some straw in, as you notice, so I brought one of the straw bales round. I also made a bit of a track here because I was thinking, like, we don't want to pay for water. It is actually quite costly in the game, but we can get free water. So I looked on the map, and we've actually got a really small source of water here that'll be fine for gardening. So I put down a bit of a track, this just here, just to make it look a bit more kind of natural. Go into that. So that's where we get water from. So ideal as well, because it's right by where we're going to need it. And we've already seen in the last episode that the animals don't require us to give water. It's all pumped in and plumbed in, you know. So that's it. That's pretty easy. We have got some storage technically here, like that side especially, for the sheep, because yeah, that wants to get through, so we could technically use that spot. There is, as you noticed though, a spawn trigger there, so we're blocking the pallets of wall that are going to pop out. But there's loads of places outside anyway, and there's a lot of flat area up there that we could use as a spot to maybe put a shed down if we need it. But I think we should be alright. I mean, there's a lot of buildings, it's just they are mainly animals, aren't they? This is the animal building, so I don't know. We'll see how we get along. This has obviously got the bales in. We can put pallets in this and IBCs, but I thought I wanted to separate it off and just have bales in this. I did test it out just to see how it actually look, and it does separate the square bales off from the round, which is nice because you don't want it to just be a complete mixture of all these bales going through. But I think it might mix up, like say we do round hay bales and then straw bales and then silage bales. They'd just all be randomly mixed. We could bring them out and separate them, but I wouldn't like to visually look at it if it's all mixed. So hopefully we can try and put it in batches, maybe. Hopefully. I did put this in, though. This is a shelf storage, but it's automatic. And we can put in there, I don't know if you can just see that, but we can put seeds, solid fertilizer, and lime. So I'll bring this up because it's going to be really good to use this menu here, which is the object storage mod and the menu that comes with it. So you can see we can put big bags, anything on here. Seeds, solid fertilizer, and lime. So it's mainly for big bags, so it's nice to have that extra storage. So I've put that just there, and then right at the top up here I've added in, I'm going to use that as a like a parking point for all my tractors and equipment. Same with this, going to be for the harvester. And then down there, I think that's where I'm going to be putting tools and stuff. Trying to figure out where to put grass, like my grass tools, so mowers, you know, windrow, tedder, anything like that, baler, because I like to separate that from my kind of arable side of things. But we'll figure it out. But over here, I have put in 2 of the LSFM silage bales storage points that are made to go outdoors. So they're kind of like silage pads, and you can see that it comes with some really nice textures for the ground where like you drive into, but you can't see it right now because there's no bales in storage there. But if I go to this menu, you can see we've got 125, 125 for straw. It doesn't matter if it's straw. I mean, we technically could just put silage in, I'm sure of it, and it will. Yeah, it's just a storage point. It looks pretty good. I'll actually just show it you in the shop because I think we'll go into the construction mode just so you can see it and what it actually looks like. I think it's, there you go, silos. So you see how it says it can do 125s to 180s. So it doesn't really matter. Like I said, it's 125s and it says straw, but we can put silage in because you can see that even on that picture it's silage. I don't think there's one that is set out unless I've completely got this wrong. Align pasture expansions, no. So no, it doesn't say that there's a different type. So I'm pretty confident. But anyway, these are the ones that... Oh, this is the one I went with. It's a 30-metre one. You can see that it stores a lot of bales. So I've got like one there and then turn it around and one there. And I've tried to align them up the best I possibly could by... I actually used a stone. I used a stone as a marker. Let me see if I can line it up again. You'll probably just see that stone down there. So then I turned it around and tried just to get it to the left of that. So I'm hoping they're aligned pretty well, but we'll find out. But it's plenty of storage space anyway. So that's all I've done. Now going back to storing grass work equipment, we could use that for a couple of things. I was going to use that for trailers, but we'll figure it out. I mean, I've got a lot of buildings that I can drive into. It does look like you've got a lot of storage space, but that's all for bales over there. This is going to be for my harvester and tractors and anything like that. So that's kind of taken up. That's obviously just a massive cow shed. This is really good for storing stuff, but if it does, I'm going to block driving through. And I've used that a couple of times. It's quite handy to drive through the middle of there. We do have this one, though. This is empty, so we could put grass equipment in there, for example. Arable work on that side, maybe arable work on this side like I've done here. That is an option. I think we've got enough room. We've just got to try and organise it as we go. But anyway, let's get into the episode. We're going to do 2 things in this episode. We're going to first head down to the shop and purchase some stuff. Then we're going to come back and we're going to crack on with the work. We've got to do the fertilising that I mentioned in the last episode, the liquid fert. Get that done ASAP. And then we're going to start ploughing. But we're going to buy a new plough. We're going to take the one in we've got, trade it in for a bit of an upgrade because it's very small. And we've got a 250, it's actually 248, but 250 horsepower tractor there, the Deutzfahr, that we may as well upgrade and get a bigger plough. Because I want to try and plough at least one field in this episode. If we have a quick look at the map and our field layout and have a gander at what needs ploughing, you can see that Big Field 3 does, number 2, which we've harvested, and number 8 as well. So, yeah, they're all harvested field. They're going to need treating. It's a shame I can't mulch these first because that'd help, but I think I'm going to miss mulching in the first harvest. Go straight to ploughing, and I think that should be good then. We've got obviously some grass fields that need a bit of work, but I think we'll just get them fertilised and then do our first cut before we even think of replanting in. But now, that's the plan. So, let's go and get... I'm going to need for this... Yeah, I'm going to need for this the fence, and we're going to have to drop a few things off here. Probably need the rear weight in the back, but I'm trying to figure this. I want to buy a small trailer, so like a transport trailer to put things on. So when we buy these IBCs, we're going to buy some liquid fertilizer. Not going to buy herbicide just yet because I don't think we're going to need it. I'm just trying to think. Oh, I got a dog as well. Forgot to mention that, but I did get a little dog. I don't know where it's at. It's on a roam somewhere. Look, it's over there in the field, just having a roam. Right, let's drop the spikes off here. Oh, we don't want to do that. There we go. Now, the weight, I'm just trying to think of this. I'm going to need, if we're putting IBCs on, do you think that it'll tip? Because because I'm going to have to buy a bale. I'm going to have to buy a pallet fork. I need to buy this trailer, and we want to swap out the plough. Now, we could put the plough on the front, and then we can still haul... Yeah, we can still haul the trailer. And if we do tip up, what we can do is put the plough on the back as a weight. Ooh, I never knew that was a big bump there. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Just trying to think where to store this. We're probably going to need it again. Let's put it over here. I have got that other green weight there. There we go. So, let's get set up. We need the plough, and then we can start driving off. It makes it quite difficult then, if this is a bump here, to just get attached to the equipment that I've put over here. That might need to be... I need to rethink that, or at least just flatten that area out. And it's nice that it is like that, but I don't know if it needs to be. It might make things a bit simple because I can just dodge the tree. In fact, I could just take the tree out completely. What do you think? Let me know in the comment section, actually. This is a nice spot. It is a nice focal area to the farm. But if I remove it, it's going to be a lot easier to reverse to get stuff out of that kind of storage point to the side of the cow shed. So I've either got two options. I've got remove it completely, or flatten it out, or third option, actually, is just find another place for it, for all the equipment there. I'll let you guys decide. I'll see what the most common option is, and then we'll go with that. Right, let's go sell this. Ooh, watch the dog. Running hellfire. Now, let's go sell this, and we'll head to the store. It's convenient, the store is, because it's not too far away. It's only up the road. Now, it seems like traffic never actually drives this way. If he turns... No, he's carrying on, so I don't get any traffic coming up the road like I'm doing. But yeah, I really like this map. I do. The layout's stunning. I think I'm going to be doing things like maize silage as well in this. Maybe in a bunker. We'll get a chopper in for it and everything. Doing some whole crop as well, where I actually do a chopper in. We'll buy our own chopper for that and get some, yeah, get it all sorted, because we've got 3 bunkers. We've got to make the most of them. Right, turn the engine off because fuel's like insane. It's my fault, but I'm liking it. I'm liking it how much we're using it, and we will get some stuff purchased and get cracking with this. Got to take it back. Got to sell that as well. In fact, we need to sell that first. So let's go drive that into the workshop. It should be just there. Hopefully. I mean, I think so. Can't see a trigger for it. Let's have a look, see if we can see the trigger for that. It might just be the shop trigger. Oh, it is there. So, it needs to go in the front over here. That's fine. We'll get this. We're just faffing about. Just got to faff about for a bit. Hopefully I'll get about 10,000 for this Pottinger plough. I'm going to go with the Convernaland one, which is... It's not a bad size at all. I actually think it's probably my favourite plough to start with on base game. It's like, you know, 250 tractor will easily handle it. And, yeah, no, we don't want to turn that back on. Yeah, I do think it's the best one. We'll have a look at it now. But, oh, 12,200, that's not bad at all. It doesn't need repairing, it's brand new. I think they're about 15 grand, so that's not too bad. So there we go. That's going to help quite a bit. Right, so we're going to need first then some kind of trailer. Now, we could go with like a standard... where are they? Bale loaders. I know there's a cane trailer that I put in. I haven't put too many mods in this time around. Mainly, all the mods, the majority of them at least, are script mods. So they're kind of like gameplay ones, because I find that they're the ones that have the biggest impact. Don't get me wrong, there's some stunning equipment mods, and if I do upgrade a tractor or something, maybe we can find a really nice modded version. But yeah, I've not put too many in, just a few mods. But I have got this cane trailer, and it's really tiny, but you can get an extension on it, and it's only cheap. It's £6,000. And you can see we can put a bit of an extension on, which I think is probably what I'd do. I do like the look of that. So 6,300 for that. Can't change the colour, which is not an issue. Probably make the wheels grey, though. I do like a grey wheel on a trailer. Yeah, 6,000, that's not bad, is it? Let's have a look at the low loaders, though, because there's some really cool low loaders. They are more expensive though, but I do like them kind of low loaders where they drop down. It's a shame I can't change the colour as well. I'd like to change it to like a Fent colour. But I think it makes sense just to get the cane one just because of the fact it's cheaper and it's larger. And we can use it probably for bales as well. Even though I will get a proper bale trailer, we're talking like, you know, this 32-foot one. There's obviously the manual ones. You can tell that I haven't got many. And usually this kind of section for me is heavily loaded in. But I know 4D Modding right now is working on a really nice one. So maybe if that drops soon, I don't know if it is, we could use that. So let's have a look. So we've got extension plus a beacon. Which, yeah, we'll get that. Why not? That should do the job. 6,300. So that's the first purchase. We are going to need a front loader tool. We're going to need a pallet fork. The Fent one, the really good ones. Let's actually look at combinations on that. Yeah, it's not got the actual... I thought it'd have like unique tools. I hate how it does that. It brings me straight back out the shop when you don't want something. Right, back into here. That's what we just looked at, which is what I've already got. And the good thing about it is I can take it into the workshop at the farm and change it from spikes or the actual grabs, which is a nice thing. Same one here, basically, isn't it? Just with the Fent on it. Where's a pallet for? There's this one, 1,700. I think that should do the job, surely. That one can actually go on the trailer, so not bad. So... yeah, we'll get the decal. Why not? So that's that done. So we need we obviously need some IBCs, but we do need a plow. Let me tell you the plow that I'm going to go with. It's this one. It's 3.5 meters, so a much bigger increase on the 1.2. 23,000. Now, I definitely aren't going to be able to get this because you're talking 300, 360. That's 220, so we'll be fine with the Deutz on that. We might need front weights, but that's not an issue. I do want this. I like the size of this one. I'm just trying to think, though. Do I lease it or do I buy it? I have got a few things leased already. Yeah. We're going to do quite a bit of ploughing, aren't we? So, yeah, let's buy it. Just got to keep an eye on that money. Let's actually have a quick look at our leased items. So, we've got the baler. That's on lease. I've put the water trailer on lease as well. So, yeah, not too bad. But let's get our final things. We need some IBCs. A pile of pallets. It's BlackSheep Modding as well, so that might be something to do with... I know it's in his 60 building pack, but that is a required mod for the map. So maybe that is something to do with the production. We'll find out. But no, we want... Just trying to think this through now. I've not got the realistic seeds mod on as well, so we can use any type of seeds, which is good. But no, we want liquid fertilizer. We're looking for the cheapest one, and we want some... No, we won't get herbicide. I think liquid fertilizer is fine. I do need some solid fert, maybe in the future, but we're going to spray the grass. So we're up to the 2,000 mark. Yeah, we haven't seen any yet. Herbicide, 3,200. Palette additional features, DD mod passion. And there's that. I wonder if that... I'm trying to think what that actually... does. Fillable IBC is never a bad thing. Yeah, let's just go... It's bloody expensive, isn't it, fertilizer? We'll go with 2, and that should hopefully do us for quite some time. Do I want it to be refillable? Nah. It's a waste of plastic and metal, but luckily we don't have to worry about that in the game. So, over there now we should have absolutely everything to get this all sorted out. We'll put the plough on the back first, then get the front loader attachment. And in fact, it might be easy to get the attachment first. It's right in the corner. Put this silly grass that we can drive over. Oof, this is a heavy front weight. We're going to have to be careful because the rear tyres are just about happy on the back there. You can see the tyres on this one. That second tyre is not dropping. It's a shame I can't adjust the angle of that hitch, but it is what it is. We're going to have to take a time though with this. Sorry, mate. We're coming past. You're going to have to wait for me. We're going to take up both sides of the road here. So, put beacon on. We will get this plough. It's a good sized plough though. So, I'll be grateful for buying it, at least. No one flying down. Nope. Like I said, I haven't actually seen any traffic coming from that direction head on anyway, so we're pretty lucky. Oh god, he's coming this way though. Right, well, we're indicating. We're going in. Thank you. Sorry about that. Right, so we might have to just drop this off. I mean, I can probably squeeze through this way though. There we go. Yeah, we'll drop this off near the Deutschfahrt because it's going to crack on with it. So yeah, let's just drop this about there. Whew, we got there though. We did. I'm just trying to think, is it that one? Yeah, it is. So let's go drop these IBCs into our storage point and we'll see how it works. Because we're going to need him anyway for the fertilizer. And we'll probably do that first. We'll start on the fertilizing. Then we'll finish off with a bit of ploughing. Liquid fertilizer is not accepted here. Oh, I know why. I said about the IBCs, that was it. We're going to put them down there. I'm confused. It's big bags there. So let's drive. Do a bit of a loop, actually.
Will you just stop bloody farting?
Yeah, I get confused. We've got storage points. Well, these are all automatic, like object storage points. We've got automatic ones for the big bags, and we've got automatic ones for bales and stuff like that, but just not for IBCs and. Well, we technically got one for IBCs and pallets, really, but. We're not going to be putting them in there. IBCs and pallets got to go on that shelf, I think. Right, so that should be fine there. We don't technically need to get them off because we're going to use them anyway. So let's switch over to this bad boy. Oh, sound effects on there. Yeah, Giants have done an excellent job. It goes to show, like, Giants' actual equipment in-game. It's all highly detailed, high definition. Can't wait for what we see in FS25. The only thing I've always thought, which this tractor isn't, just want to make that clear, but some of the tractors in FS22, the sound effects like trailers and things like that, they did really well, but some of the tractors, they're just not as good. But you listen to this one, and it sounds really good. Maybe that's just because they're modern, and you kind of lose that old school purr of a tractor. Maybe that's why. I just love this engine. It's just, yeah, it's much better. Right, let's get this filled up. We've actually got... Looks like we've got 2 points there to fill up from. Yeah, we have. So, 1650. Hopefully, that should be enough. Fingers crossed. But what we need to do is get out to... There was one field in particular that needed it. I think it was our sugar beets. Now, I think it was our red beets. That's it, not sugar beets. Now, I'm just thinking... Definitely going to need narrow tyres. No, I did ask for narrow tyres in this. I'm sure they're narrow tyres. So we'll crack on with it, because I'm pretty certain that they are. Right, what's the best way to get to this field then? Looking for field 5. Why can't I figure out where that is? Oh, it's up there. There we go. Got the wrong side of the farm. Completely messing that up. Definitely can't go that way. So it's got to be up here and left. So we were technically in the right way, but just messed it up. It's up here. There you go. And we're just going to see if we do any crop damage. We shouldn't do. Yes, crop destruction is on. But as you see, yeah, narrow only tyres. This is narrow tyres. There we go. But it is in dire need of some fertilizer. I'm just trying to think the best way to do this. I've probably got enough runoff down that side. So yeah, let's go do some proper up and down stretches. Ooh, getting some lag on this side now. Something didn't like the frame rate. Maybe it's the detail of this FarmCon Fendt tractor. trying to line that up the best I can, but I'm going to have to come back up, aren't I? Which is not ideal, because it means that I'm going to waste a bit of fertilizer doing that, but I should be alright. Right, let me get my stream deck, and we're going to line up, and we're going to go. So, well, the beauty of this is it's just fertilising. It doesn't matter if it's a spreader or a sprayer. You end up flying through it because of the fact that you're using a tool which has such a massive span to it. So yeah, it makes easy work of it, but it looks good. It does. I really like this tractor, and just having it as a sprayer, it might seem like a bit of a wasted thing, but if we kind of focus on arable work, then it should make sense. If it is just that we've got a couple of fields, and we use it once a year for spraying, then fair play. It might be something that we could use a few tools on than just the tank at the front. But no, it looks good, and I think it's perfect. And that's what I want to do on this series as well, this Let's Farm series. I want to try out new mods when they come out. Sometimes I cherry pick the mods that I want to use, obviously, but I don't play on them straight away. Sometimes it might mean that maybe I use it in the farmhand and I have to wait for the right time for the story and stuff like that. But yeah, this series, I feel like I can just, you know, if I see a mod that's cool and I want to try it out, we can just do that. So let's try and line this up a bit better. We're going to do a pass at the bottom just to make a life easier when we're turning the field. But we are going to plough. I'm trying to think which field to plough first. I might go with the big one. I might just try and smash the big one out, and then what I'll do is in between this episode and the next, I'll do the other ones, because I know ploughing can be quite tedious when you're just watching it, maybe in a time lapse. So I could tackle that. Didn't like that, did it? I mean, it's a decent tractor, but it doesn't like the weight, and it struggles a little bit. But that should help anyway. It means we can turn in the field now. Right, let's get on the second path. Can't actually see it. I'm a bit off, aren't I? There we go. Spot on. Shouldn't take long at all, do this.
All my life been looking for it. I think I found something to help with easing the pain. This voice inside my head isn't dead. I think it's growing. Soon we will be one and the same. I've been going to the racetrack. Spent all my money on the dog in the bed. I put my heart into an 8-track. How about that? My life was perfect, now it's starting to crack. Oh no. You blame it on the recipe. Do what you want to me, 'cause I could never let it go. You toss my body at the sea, claim it was a tragedy, but I think everyone will know. You moved into attack, so I sneak out the back. Yes, I can feel that it is time to go. So we start up the chase. I am out of this place, 'cause I could never just lay low. I've been going to the racetrack. Spent all my money on the dog in the bed. I put my heart into an 8-track. How about that? My life was perfect, now it's starting to crack. Oh no. I've been going to the racetrack. Spent all my money on the dog in the bed. I put my heart into an 8-track. How about that? My life was perfect, now it's starting to crack. Oh no.
Right, there we go. Job done. That's 3 grass fields and the red beets. Not bad. We only used, what, 51% of what we put in? So it's actually gone quite a long way. Now, we'll put back the IBCs after, tidy up at the end. But we're going to get into the Deutz farm now. We're going to get cracking on with ploughing. Now I've decided I've got 3 fields to plough, but in the episode I'm going to just plough. I'm going to plough the small one at the front. We'll get that done, and then the other 2 I'll do in between this episode and the next. So by the start we'll have them 3 ploughed up and everything tidied away. But we've done well so far. If we have a quick look, you can see that one's going to be sorted out soon. But precision farm is what we want to have a look at. Yeah, the 3 grass fields, they don't really require that much, which has probably helped us with the amount that we've used, but that's just grass overall. That's why it's really good to use things like liquid manure and solid muck to put down on the ground, because it just goes so far. It'll make you have a perfect yield because it just doesn't require that much nitrogen, or grass fields don't, alfalfa or whatever you're using. So yeah, it's something that as soon as we get the animals going, we'll start spreading some muck on the fields. But yeah, let's concentrate on getting this field number 2 ploughed up. So we want the Deutz farm. Where did I put that? I think it's in this section here. Yeah. We're going to need a front weight on as well. We can see that we've used a bit of fuel in this, not too much. It'd be interesting to know now with this one. Yeah, how much do we use? Well, a quarter of a tank. So that's reasonable then. I'm really happy with the change I've made to the fuel consumption. Because yeah, I'd probably expect to use about a quarter of a tank of fuel going through 4 fields, so that's not too bad. Right, let's get the plough on, and we will put. I know this is going to look strange, so I'm going to try and get that green weight on this. I hope it's enough. Ooh, not a very good idea. We're going to have to go with the red weight. I mean, it'll match at least the plough. It's one thing I'm probably going to have to get sorted. A good size weight for the Deutz farm at the front, and something that's not red. It just doesn't look right. It is probably about the right, the right weight for what we're going to need. I can't see anything. Right, let's see if we can put this in transport mode. It's probably what I should have done last time when I was hauling it over here. But it made it a little bit more interesting at least. Right, let's get this sorted then. What we want to do is figure out, again, runoffs. Now, we've got a good runoff on 3 sides here. It's just that side, really, but the river's not very good. So we're going to start doing some passes like this. So we're going to need to fold the plough over, so it's facing that way. And we will also get this. I don't think that's right, so let's detect width again on that, because I think that's a little bit wider. We'll have a look. Actually, no, that's spot on. It just looks bigger from the angle that I was. But no, we can fly through this. It's a small field. Deutz farm should do easy work of it. And I think it is the best route to take. It's probably better to go the other way across the field, because the longer stretches, it means that we're doing less passes. But for the ease of turning, I prefer to do this, because you can see, yeah, we're not going to be able to do that anyway. We're going to have to go this way across at least one time. Yeah, we are, just to make the edges a little bit better for turning. We can't actually, we can't plough up because there's a bit of a, there's a bit of an incline on the edge. So let's just get rid, no, in fact, we'll keep that on because we're going to need to carry on doing the path, so we don't want to lose that. I'm really not over there, am I? Let's try this again. Middle of the tractor. There we go. You can see it's just got a little bit of a kink to the side of the field that's making it a bit tricky. Right, so that should work, and if we just spin it around and then turn our plough, we can go up one more time, and that should do the trick. And if we aim the middle of the plough for that patch that's sticking out, so probably about there, that should be enough for us to do the turns. I enjoy ploughing, but I know some people aren't too keen on it. But I like the idea of having a plough like this that turns. I think it's interesting, and if you get it, if you get the hang of it where you're aiming, usually you can use the line that you've done before as a bit of a guide, so it's not too bad. This section's going to be a bit tricky. So we can tidy that up first. looks to be spot on. There we go. Perfect, perfect. How convenient is it as well to have that body of water there right next to the greenhouse? I imagine that was done by design. Just to make the player's life easy. And it certainly helps. I'm not complaining. Saves me spending money on water when it's just right there and I can just go fill it up from it. Right, same again. We'll do some passes down. You know, just to try and do the headland edges now to make the life easy. And it's yeah, it's easy. I keep saying it's easier, but it is. It's easy to turn. I mean, realistically, you wouldn't be doing turns there, but I could have turned a little bit left then. But yeah, it's not what you probably do in a plough. Let's be honest. I think that's all right. It's not like this side's got a bit of a kink. So if we now carry on, but what we're going to have to do is probably just take from this angle as if we're starting again. So if we just line up, yeah, we've already done that one, so we're gonna have to figure this out. Usually it's spot on. Let's just see what it's going to be like, because I would turn the plough and come down and then been facing this way, and now it should, yeah, see, so it's expected us to do the turns. There we go. We should be on a roll now. Right, there we go. Not bad at all. That was easy enough. Glad I went with the small field to start with. I can tackle the other two fields in between this episode and the next. That shouldn't be a problem at all. Next job for this field, though, is going to be the lime. Now, I've just been thinking about the fact that it's August and what we're going to be planting in next time. We should probably start figuring out a kind of field plan of what we want to do. Now, I did mention that I wanted whole crop silage and maize silage. We've also got grass silage that we're going to put. So we're going to fill up all three of them bunkers with all three types of silage we can make. And then, yeah, we'll obviously make hay and things like that and have straw coming from it. So what I've decided to do is these three grass fields we're just going to treat as like first cut, second cut, third cut. So the first cut, for example, could be the grass silage in the bunker. Second cut can be some hay. And then third cut, we could do silage bales because we've got that silage bale pad now as well, which is perfect to put anything that's wrapped outdoors because we don't have to worry about the weather or the rain in particular. So what I'm going to do then is when field 4 we're going to harvest, which is soybeans, that's going to be harvesting here. Maize we can't plant in over winter anyway, so we may as well, with field 4, use that as our maize silage. We're going to plant corn in that for maize silage for one of the bunkers. Number 5, which is obviously red beets, we're going to be harvesting them probably next month. Again, can't plant in over winter, so there's no rush. So that's going to be our whole crop silage in this field. And then, yeah, that's pretty much all our silage sorted out. But we've got 3, 6, and 8, 12, and 11. So in these, we need to obviously think about the fact we need straw and then profit crops. So I'm probably going to do in here, big field, in field 3, something that I can plant in over winter and get straw off. So we'll put maybe barley, wheat, doesn't really matter, or oats. We'll plant that in over winter. We can't do winter crop for oats, though. So let's stick with wheat. We'll put wheat in field 3, maize in 4, and then we're going to be putting some whole crop in 5. So that might actually be a winter crop because we could make whole crop really from wheat as well, or even barley. But maybe we do wheat. Yeah, I like the idea of that. So we'll put wheat in 3 and 5. And we don't have to worry too much about getting the winter crop in because that's going to harvest probably next month anyway. So yeah, wheat, maize, and then I'm just trying to think what kind of crop can we do for maybe some productions, profit, whatever. Just trying to think. That's going to be our straw field. We could do 2 for straw and then maybe make something from that. So maybe oats or barley going into productions. Could be an option. Soybeans is really good for profit. There's no extra crop on the map apart from alfalfa. Yeah, we definitely got to try to figure out what we're going to do for profit. I'd like to make all 3 of these combined here for profit. We could have 6 as something like a little bit different. Maybe potatoes. It is a small field, so it's ideal. We've even got 2 as well. So we could go profit on all these. Productions, profit, whatever. Maybe if they give straw, that'd be a nice bonus. Then we've got a wheat field for straw, wheat field for whole crop, maize field for silage, got all our grass silage fields, and then 2 and 6, we can try and plant in something a little bit different, something that's going to help us out to do some productions. Now, there is quite a few options for productions on the map, so we're going to have a look around, aren't we, figure it out. But we've got plenty of time to do that. I think in the next episode, we've got to probably prep, well, I'm going to plow field 3 anyway, and then we're going to direct seed in. So not too much of a rush on that. Yeah, it's 8 and 3 that need a bit of work. These are going to be profit fields, so we don't have to worry about that. Just trying to figure this out in my head. We could go into the next month and maybe start harvesting the sugar beets. Keep wanting to say sugar beets, but the red beets. We could harvest the red beets. But I am going to set up field 3. 2 set up now. Field 6 needs to be set up as well, even if it's just mulching because we have harvested that one. That could be a mulch. I think actually no, that's going to be ploughed. So yeah, we've got plenty to do. We're going to have grass work coming up, but I'm going to have to try and figure out what it is I want to plant in these 3 here for profit/productions. Not too much of a focus on straw, but if we get straw, that's a bonus. But then these 2 here, maybe something a little bit different along the lines of, I don't know, even just do corn for corn or sunflowers. Soybeans is good, but there's not much you can do with that in production. So, we're going to bring in a lot of soybeans anyway. Potatoes, sugar beets are always a good option. There is a few choices. Don't think I'll do one of the ones from the premium expansion because we're doing red beets now. I think we go for a main crop. I always like canola. I do. OSR looks really nice in the field. And we can obviously make vegetable oil from that. So we could plant in some canola over the winter. But then that means we're going to have to kind of rush through to get these 3 fields here. Yeah, kind of set up to plant in every winter. And we're already trying to do that with, well, it looks like we're going to be doing it with 1 and 2. We're going to be doing it with 3 and 5 because we need the whole crop and straw. Yeah, we'll figure it out. OSR is an option. We don't have to plant it in over winter. We could just do it in the first spring months that it's available. But there's plenty to do. But we'll get it figured out. Next episode, I'll get 2 fields ploughed, get that all sorted. And I'll come up with a bit of a plan on what to do. I'll tidy up as well, put them IBCs away. But we'll come up with a plan for what we're going to be planting in. We're definitely, though, going to be swapping out this Nordson seeder seeder for, well, we really do need a direct seeder and we need a planter. If we start going down the routes of corn and sunflowers, whatever. Well, corn especially, because we're going to need it for maize. So we're going to have to figure that out, but we're going to swap that out. So maybe next episode we'll do a bit of planting, because I know we can't plant in anything right now except OSR, but we could just skip ahead and maybe do a bit of grass work. We'll definitely have the red beets. So yeah, we'll see what happens. It's difficult for me to actually say definitely what we're going to be doing, but there's a lot to do, a lot of field work to do, a lot of prep work, and we'll get the score up as well at the same time, but we're doing all right so far. So I think then, with all that needing to be sorted out and planned out, I think this is a good spot to end this episode on. I've really enjoyed it. Hopefully you have too. Like I said before in the first episode, it's really nice just be playing the game again for fun and having you guys join me and watch, and hopefully you can influence me in the chat, and hopefully I can give you a few ideas from you watching the series to play for yourself in your own save games. That's the aim anyway. But yeah, I really appreciate you taking the time to watch. Hopefully you've enjoyed the video. If you have, give it a thumbs up for me, because I really do appreciate that and it helps my channel out. And if you're new to the channel as well, hit that subscribe button for more videos just like this one on Farming Simulator. See you everybody.